Hello dears grade 3. We have a date now with our lesson and the science curriculum. We have the science grade 3 first term. Today we will talk about unit 1, lesson 1, functions of the plant parts. Functions of the plant parts. We will talk today about the roots and stem only, okay? First, we must know what is the meaning of functions. What is the meaning of functions of the plant parts? We know from the last year the plant parts. This is the plant, okay? It's a photo for the plant or the picture. And we have here the plant parts of the plant, okay? First, we will remember together what are the plant parts. We have the flower, leaves, branches. These are the branches from which the leaves can grow out, okay? This is the newest one from the parts of the plant, which we will talk about it later, inshallah. Okay, so the branches, we have this is called a branch, and this also is called a branch, and this also is called a branch from which the leaves can grow out. We have the stem, we knew it from the last year too, and we have the fruits, then we have the roots. We said that we will talk about the functions of the stem and the roots, okay? What is the meaning of the functions of the roots? Functions means that what the roots do for the plant, or what the job of this root and how it can benefit or make benefit for the plant, okay? So the functions mean its jobs for the plant, or what the root can make for the plant. First, we know when we give water for the plant, we put it inside the soil, okay? When we put the water inside the soil, how this water can go up for the plant? The root help the plant to take this water up to the plant. It acts as the drinking straws. As we drink a juice, we take this juice from the glass by your drinking straws, okay? Also, the root acts as the drinking straws, which take up the water from the soil up to the stem and the leaves and the flowers, okay? So first job or the first function for the roots, it take up the water from the soil, okay, up to the other parts of the plants. Number 2, did you ask yourself before how the plant can stand in the soil? Why, when there are winds around us, or there are very strong air, why this plant can't move from the soil? Did you ask yourself before why? This is because of the roots, okay? The roots help the plant to stand in the soil, so the winds can't move it when it blows, okay? So the functions again of the roots. Number 1, it take up the water from the soil to the other parts of the plants. Number 2, it keep or make the plant fix it or standing in the soil. Okay. Did you ask yourself also before, all the plants have the same roots, or they have different shapes? Okay, we will ask ourselves if we have the same shape of the face, or we have different shapes? Of course, we have different shapes. Also, the plants have different shapes or different types of roots which help it to take the water from the soil. Okay? Number one, we have this type which is called fibrous roots. And we said types means the shapes of roots, okay? Different shapes of roots. So we have plants which have the fibrous roots. Fibrous roots, okay? Like what? The roots of flowers. If you take any flower from the soil, you will see these roots, okay? Okay. The second type, which is called the tap roots. Tap roots, okay? The tap roots, where we can find it? We can find it in the carrot. Do you know the carrot, which we eat? This is called it's look like the carrot, as you can see, okay? It's also type of root, and it's found under the soil. Number three, we have the storage root. Storage root, as you can see, it's huge, okay? And it's very fat like that, not thin like the fibrous one, okay? This we can see it where? Think. You can see it in the potato, okay? So we have different types of roots. Number one, fibrous roots, like the roots of the flowers. Number two, tap roots, like the roots of the carrot. Number three, storage roots, like the roots of potatoes. Now we will talk about stems and its functions. Also, the stem has function? Yes, of course. Okay. What is the function of the stem? This is the stem as we know. The stem found above the soil, and the roots, we said, it's found under the soil. Okay? So when the water is go up in the roots, so how this water can go up to the other parts? This can happen by the stem. So the functions of the stem is helping the water to go up in the parts of the plants. Like the leaves, when the water now can go up in the roots, it will walk in the stem and move inside the leaves and go to the flower, go to the fruits, okay? So the stem helps the water to goes up. Goes up from where to where? From the roots up to the leaves and up to the flowers, the fruits, and the other parts of the plants. Number two, we will ask ourselves now a question. How this flower can stand like this? Why it's not fall on the floor or on the soil? Because of the stem. As we have here, our body help us to stand like that, okay? Our backbone. So the stem is like the backbone for the plant, okay? It makes the flower, or help the flower and the leaves to be standing and catch up the sunlight, okay? So we have two functions of the stem again. Number one, it carries up the water from the roots up to the leaves, the flower, and the fruits. Number two, support the leaves and the flower to catch the sunlight, which is necessary or very important for the plant. Okay. Does all the plants or the trees have the same stem? We knew that we have stems which are thin, and this one is big, okay? This big one, when we have a big tree, it has a big stem like that. This stem, we will call it a trunk. We will call it trunk, okay? So the tree's stem is called trunk. It's made from wood. We know that. We take the wood from the trees, okay? We take the wood from what? From the trunk of the tree, okay? And has great strength. It's very, very strong. Can you cut or break the tree? No, it's very difficult, okay? Because of what? Because of the trunk. So the trunk is very strong and it's made of wood, okay? If we cut this trunk and take a piece of it, we will find these rings inside it. These rings, okay? Where we can find it? Inside the trunk. So what we will do with these rings? If I ask you, how old are you? You will tell me you are 8 years old, okay? So how can we know the age of the tree? How old is the tree? By these rings, okay? So these rings found inside the trunk. By counting these rings, we will know how long this or how many years old this tree is, okay? This is the end of our lesson, but now we will practice together and answer some questions about this lesson. Today we will talk about the functions of the roots, the functions of the stem, and the stem of the tree, which is called the trunk, and the rings which are found inside the trunk, and we know the age of the plant by it, okay? Okay. Choose the correct answer. Roots take space from the soil. Roots take what from the soil? Huh? Ask yourself. Milk? Roots take milk? No. Roots take blood? Do you know the blood which found inside our body? I think also no. The roots take water from the soil. Okay? So, number one, roots take water from the soil. Number two, space keep plants standing when the wind blows. The stem, the leaves. This is the function of who? This is the function of the roots. The roots keep the plant inside the soil so it can stand when the wind blows, okay? So, number two, roots keep the plants standing when the wind blows. Number three, a tree's stem is called space and it's made from wood. It's called veins, it's called pollen, or it's called trunk. We said that it's big and made of wood and it's very, very strong. Which one of them? This is the trunk. The trunk, a tree's stem is called trunk and it's made of wood. The stem grows up from the, we said that the stem grows above the soil. It grows from what? From the flower, leaf, or the roots? We know, of course, that the stem grows up from the roots. Number five, the space in a tree trunk show how many years it grew for. We said that how can we know the age of the plant or how many years old this tree? We can know it by the roots, we can know it by the stem, or we can know it by the rings. Of course, we can know the age of the plant by the rings. So the rings in the tree trunk show how many years it grew for. Thank you, my dear. I hope you enjoy listening and watching this video, and goodbye.